Hey, welcome to my review on the cheapest electric foldable bike on the planet. Probably the cheapest electric bike, full stop, on the planet. This was sold in 2021 for €399. I saw it on the second-hand market for 150. 150 euros for a fully working, pretty good condition electric foldable bike. So I had to buy it. This channel is called the Cheap Bike Channel for a reason. I review entry-level bikes, or the cheapest way to cycle effectively and on a low budget and safely. So this is the personification of my channel. Now, it came from Carrefour, the huge hypermarket, supermarket chain from France, but it came from one of the Belgian ones, and Carrefour is like the equivalent of Tesco or Asda, maybe Walmart in the US. So it has a higher list price of $499 back in 2021, and then they do a reduction special promo for 1 week only for $399, and it comes with the charger. So I want to explain how they got it so cheap and what the difference is between this and the other entry-level electric foldable bikes, the ones I thought were already the cheapest from Amazon. I've put a link below to the Chinese ones, which are about €700-800. This is almost half price. How have they done it? Okay, first of all, it's got no gears. So that's not a complete deal breaker. I find with electric bikes, you don't need to change gears that often. It's also got no different levels of assistance. Basically, you turn on the battery here at the back and assistance is on, and when you don't need it anymore, you have to turn it off. Again, that's not a deal breaker because it's the maximum level of assistance, which is what I usually have on electric bikes anyway. The battery itself is 24 volts, which brings you up to the maximum speed of 20 miles an hour, 25 kilometers an hour. But the battery itself is only got 7.8 amps per hour, which is used to denote the duration, basically, how far you can go. Now, usually it's between 10 to 21 amps per hour for the better bikes. 7.8 is very low, and it gets you about 25 kilometers. So far, I haven't had many problems. I've just kept charging it, and it's got me up a hill totally fine with a kid on the back, getting close to around 20-25 kilometers an hour with pedaling at the same time. So what else you get for the money? It's a 250 watt motor, which is pretty standard. It's at the low end, but it gets you up there. It's got all the accessories you need, so mudguards, kickstand, back rack. Interestingly, it comes with lights as well, but the lights aren't connected to the battery. Usually they are. When you turn it on, you have a button to turn the lights on as well, connected to the battery. Don't know if you can see that, but these are ones with like separate little batteries in. So the idea, what's interesting about this is, because it's foldable, you can regulate the size very easily, so both a man and a woman can share it. So you can lift up the seat post very easily, because it has to come straight down to fold up, and you can lift the handlebars up and down very easily. And I got it to a reasonable height. I wasn't like with my knees touching my shoulders. For carrying kids, when I bought it secondhand, I got this lovely cushion, which they've put under a strap, and that's how they carried their kids. The kids are too big for it now, so they threw in this lovely cushion with it. If you want to buy this bike, you can look for them secondhand, but honestly, I just look for it new when they have the special week or 2 weeks promotion. You can also see the same bike, but made under a generic, different name, basically. One final point I've noticed that's wrong with it: all the cables have come out. So you can see them hanging at the bottom there. So these cables are attached by the tiniest little plastic clip. But I noticed this with Decathlon bikes also, and they constantly pop out. And then if you take it for a service at Decathlon, or you can do it yourself, you just use a plastic tie and just put it in there permanently. And then you just have to cut it off if you need to remove it. I did ask the owner if they'd had any problems. They said, yeah, the assistance motor just kept cutting out, and then they took it back and got a replacement. So that's probably the best thing about this bike. If you do have a problem, it comes with a 2-year warranty at Carrefour. They're not going to fix it. They don't have mechanics in the store to fix it. They're just going to swap it for another one or give you a refund. So you basically got 2 years. You know, the people at Carrefour in supermarkets, they don't really want to get into it. They want you to just give you a refund or a replacement and move on to the next customer. So that's a pretty good warranty, to be honest. It's easier to take that back than it may be one of these Chinese bikes I've got in the link below. Anyway, if you can find a cheaper bike than this, that's new, less than €399 or the equivalent, let me know in the comments. I want to review it. If you've had this bike, what's been your experience? Let us know. Thanks.